There we go, I got it.
Welcome back, lattes and cappuccinos, to Coffee Table Zeros Plays Final Fantasy IX.
Bloodbath Podcast
Part 7.
Part 7, baby!
Please just give it to us now. Give it to us now, please.
Baby!
Please. Fuck! Like, maybe if we got, like... Why do you keep moving this away?
Hello. How's it going?
It's not an ASMR stream, buddy.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, what's up? Sorry, buddy, what's up?
You ever listen to ASMR stuff?
No. No. Like, I mean, I have, but not, like, for, like, any specific reason.
Like jerking off?
Like, either jerking off or, like, oh, listen to this ASMR to, relax. Right? I have heard of anti-ASMR. I think those are the funniest ones. The ones where, like, they get the microphone of, like, the headphone and they put it in the toilet.
Yeah.
Or put water over it.
It's just the worst.
Yeah, or put some fucking vacuum cleaner in it. I think those ones are funny.
was the fucking one, the meme one, where it was the kid who cracks the egg on his mom's head and just screams into the microphone?
Oh, yeah.
That one's good. That one's top tier.
It's pretty fucked up.
I don't know. I've jerked off with a girl whispering in my ear before.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. Then
Did you pay for it?
No.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Dude, Pornhub's free, man.
Pornhub's free.
It's crazy. I keep telling you don't have to pay for it.
I think I'm more of an image guy.
Yeah?
I think. I like imagery.
I image train.
Like if I die, I hope I have, like, a corridor that I can walk down and, like, show God being like, this moment in time right here I framed because it was so beautiful. I can't, like, alright, Alex, let me take you down my hallway of beautiful images I'm going to show God. And some of them are going to be like, God's going to be like, alright, look, let's head back. Yeah, you can't go up. And I'm like, no, hold on.
You're not allowed in. Taking your card back.
One of my favorite, like memories that I have, like, ever, right?
Uh-huh.
I got stuck at Mount Lemon, at the very tippity top when it was about to snow.
You got stuck?
Well, not stuck, sorry. Stuck because we couldn't leave because, the clouds were rolling in, and they were low, right?
Oh, okay.
So visibility dropped down really badly, right? And my parents were like, okay, we're gonna have to, like, stay here for a little bit until this passes.
Fair.
And, oh, dude, it was the coolest thing. Like...
Were the clouds at, like, ground level for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The clouds were, like, ground level, in the pines. Like, I couldn't see... Like, the pines were obscured by the clouds.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Like, it was definitely one of those moments... And it wasn't like, oh, the clouds were still... They were moving. Like, they were moving. So it was, like, this very serene, like, oh, like, you can hear the pines brushing, but you couldn't see them. Oh, it was so cool. And I remember...
For those of you who don't know, we live in Arizona. It doesn't get foggy here.
There's no pines.
So
there's no pines in the ground floor, but
yeah.
there's pines at least 1,000 meters up. Feet. 1,000 feet up. Meters is a lot.
That's a lot. Like, it's 3,000 feet up. I don't think the elevation gets that high here.
No. But yeah, no, that was, like, one of my favorites. So, like, I remember vividly, like, laying on the ground looking up and just
watching the clouds.
Yeah, just watching the clouds just go by. Like, it was so cool.
That's some anime opening shit.
Like, I think I had... I don't remember. I think I did have an MP3 player at the time, and I was playing music. But I don't remember what I was listening to. It must have been nothing good, because, like, I feel like I would have remembered what I was listening to. So that's, like, that's definitely an image up there. Fully framed, being like, this is good. And then if you tap the frame, it plays the video. Everything's a live image.
Oh! Damn it, God.
That's a really good one.
Mine's I would have one similar to that. Like, mine, when I was, God, still at middle school age, I don't remember if it was 6th, 7th, or 8th. I went with my mom and some of her friends to a campground lake thing. We went camping.
In the middle of town, or
Yeah, no, right? Bass Pro Shop. We went camping at a lake, and it was like I could not have been more than here to the bottom of the stairs, like away from the water. Obviously, it was up a little bit, but I remember I woke up one morning while we were there, because we were there for like 4 days. I woke up one of the mornings, sun wasn't up yet, and there was just like a little bit of like mist over the water, and you could see it like kind of moving, and you could like follow the fish that were with it, because water was super clear, at least when it was close.
All right.
That was one where I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, because it was like a little cold. I had oh god, they don't make them anymore. Think the Campbell's soup, but the drinkable ones.
The one where they're like in a weird plastic bottom,
Yeah.
where it had holes so the heat can
yeah,
escape. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So they had those for coffee. There was this weird brand that had them for coffee. What it is you would turn it upside down, and there was a plastic thing that had like a button, and you really had to like fucking push it in. But it would heat up your coffee.
What?
Yeah, it was super crazy. I'm gonna have to look that up actually, see if they make those anymore.
Oh, so like there was a chemical reaction of some sort that like heated up your coffee?
And man, it got fucking hot. Probably that's why it's not available anymore. But I remember those. I had one of those for cocoa. And I just had that and like it just kind of sat on a rock and just watched the water for a while.
Oh wow. That's a nice image.
Yeah, let me see if I can find
like that one.
Self-heating coffee. Coffee drink. Here we go. Self-heating can? No. It's definitely like the 42 Degrees Company.
Maybe look up I'm
going in there.
Disposable.
Yeah, disposable is probably a good idea.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound eco-friendly to me.
Disposable. Is this? Beverage Daily?
Maybe look up images?
No, that's still in a can.
Just look up images, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, let me see. Because I remember it. Yeah, kind of like. Yeah. It looked like this. It was like this little button on the bottom where you would push it, and it would start. Oh, hey, yeah, I think here's a picture.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
So why did those go out of style?
I don't remember. I thought they were the coolest fucking things, though, because you could just...
Have a coffee anywhere.
Have a coffee anywhere.
And it's hot and ready.
Yeah, and dude, it got hot. I remembered the trick, because usually I would wait the whatever it said to wait on the side minutes, and it would still be a little too hot for me. So I would wait like just a minute or two before and start drinking it then, and just pound the whole thing. Oh my god, I haven't thought about those in forever.
Well, that's a nice image. That's really, because that's unique.
I had a piece of propaganda in my hand.
There was a, what was let's see what else is in my hallway. There's one image in my hallway that I'll always remember, right?
Is it your dad being scared on the ride?
On the ride?
On the log ride?
Oh, no. No, I mean like in my hallway to like a heaven or to hell or wherever the fuck I'm going. Right? And it's it's I think when I saw my first ghost, right? They're side by side. There's two pictures side by side where I think I saw a ghost, right? Ow. So like I'm pretty sure my parents' house is haunted. I think I'm 100% convinced it's haunted. Because, like...
If this was
there's
a yes or no.
What?
If it was a yes or no, you would select yes.
I would select yes, yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, a few things I will attribute was maybe me being very paranoid at a certain point in my life. You know, because, like, it never happened again. So I'm like, okay, that was probably me. But there are some things that constantly happen in my house that I'm like, okay, we're haunted.
Guys, I need everybody at the table to put down their food for a second. We're haunted.
Like,
Jared, get the gun.
Like, one thing that'll always happen, right? Always happen, is if no matter if they're like, okay, so my parents go to bed like really, really early, right? They have to wake up really early, so they're usually in bed before like 10.
Okay.
Right.
So at a respectable time.
Right. And and I would be up super late, right, playing games or whatever, right? But if I this was before the time of like I had headphones, so like I would be very attuned to like have my because like my parents didn't like me staying up very late, right? So I had a really super secret like way of keeping my TV on without like the light touching underneath the door is what I'm trying to say, right? Because they would know, they would like see the light underneath the door and be like, "Hey, go to fucking sleep." And I'm like, "All right," but I was able to like do it. But like one thing that would always happen is the cabinets in the kitchen would close.
Okay.
Right? Like it would sound like somebody opened them and closed them, and not like open them as in the way of like. Or no, sorry, not closing them like small, like little. It would be like a, hey, I got a cup, close, like that, every time.
Are you sure it wasn't
every night, no, every night, every time, and I've been there alone, and it's done that, right? And it doesn't scare me anymore because I'm just like,
maybe
somebody's just trying to get coffee or whatever, right? Like
maybe it's just future you,
right, and oh, what the fuck does that mean? So I remember seeing my first ghost in that house. There's two images I put next to each other, right? They scared the shit out of me. So one of them, and this is why I don't I think this I used to be very paranoid to where I would always want to have my bed looking the door. And then this happened and I never again wanted to see the door. But so my mom and my dad are not quiet people, right? They'll make noise to make sure that they're there, right? So, like, whenever you scare me from around a corner or something like
animals
that,
or something,
right? I don't know, but like, whenever you're quiet and you pop around a corner, it scares the living shit out of me. Like last night, you scared the living shit. You almost made me scream the other night because, like, you didn't say anything. When you say something, it doesn't scare me as much. But when you don't say anything, it's the worst. But fucking Christ. But like one night, right? My parents were home, right? I remember like going to bed. I'm fucking asleep. I have my thing at the door. I'm not looking at the door. But like I wake up, right? And the door was slightly open as if somebody was peering in, and then closed.
Okay.
Right? And it scared the shit out of me. Cause it looked like somebody was walking out that door, but it wasn't fully open for someone to walk out. It was like if somebody walked through the door and then closed behind them like that. Like if a body was exiting my room, right, and you open the door just enough to like peer in but not enough to leave, somebody left through that. So their shoulder like clipped through the door. Per se, and then close the door behind them,
like an open window pushing the door open, then closed.
I don't never sleep with my door open ever. That is like one rule I have. If I'm sleeping, the door is closed.
Yeah, that's
right.
Fair.
Right. And here's the crazier part, right? My parents never do this trick. They never do this, right? Ever. When they close a door, they close it, right? Like it's a hard. This door closed, and then the doorknob didn't click. It didn't click. It's as if somebody was secretly looking through the door and then closed it. You know what I mean? Like when you want to close a door silently, you hold it in And then you release it? Yeah. Or release it slow. It was like that. My parents never do that. So, like, I left out, and I was like, because I got out of my room, because I was like, if I was so freaked out, I was like, Mom, what the fuck? And she was like, what? And it's like, did you check on me just now? And she's like, no. Like, where's Dad? He's like, Dad's asleep. and I go over to my dad, because I got so freaked out, and I'm like, hey, Dad, I wake him up. I was like, Dad, did you check on me just now? And he's like, no, I've been asleep this entire time. And I'm like, no, I was like, and so I got both my mom and dad to sit down. I was like, guys, no, for real, you freaked me out. Did any of you...
Did you ask Nancy?
No.
That feels like something Nancy would do.
Yeah, but like...
Because Nancy's quiet.
That was so weird. I don't think that was Nancy. Because like the figure that I saw was like my parents' height. It was not Nancy. I would have known if a little fucking goblin-ass gremlin lower than my fucking doorknob. I would have been like, that's a goblin. Instead of, oh, there was an adult person that opened the door, closed it, walked through it, and left. I'm just saying. But like I have that image like burned into my head, right? Where it's the shadow going through the door with the lights in the hallway on, and then closing the door with no right? So like I told both my parents like I think I saw a ghost, and my parents like, nah, you were just dreaming. And I'm like, no, hear me out, right?
How old are you? And this is where they live now, or at the trailer?
Yeah, no, this is where I live now, right? You've slept over in my room. Yeah. So, this was when I was in high school.
Okay.
And I think maybe I was 15.
Okay.
15 or 14, so just entering high school. I'm trying to remember if this was before or after I broke my nose, because that's usually when I'm able to like date stuff.
Pre or post break?
I think it was pre-break.
Okay.
I think it was pre-break my nose. Because then after that, I told my mom, I was like, hey, if you're gonna rearrange my room, don't make me look at the door. Make me look away from the door. Because I don't want to see the door. Do you remember when we were first friends? You saw how my room was rearranged. Do you remember how it was? I had the giant STV blocking the door. Yeah, that's why. It got so bad. Your bed
faces the door here.
Yeah, I haven't had a ghost open it, have I?
I have to start waking up in the middle of the night.
That's not funny. That's not funny. Because you know what I used to do after that too? Because I got so freaked out from that. Because I was like, this door was locked, right? I don't remember when I opened it or not if it was locked. Mm-hmm. I think that would have given it away if there was some ghost shit going on.
What if you jiggled it and it was locked?
I would be so freaked out.
That'd be fucked up. I'd be like, I ain't fucking with it. Going back to bed.
Well, I attributed it to me seeing things. That's what I attributed it to, because I was like, oh, okay.
Your brain's default. I'm not like, gonna deal with eldritch demons.
Yeah, because it can't be ghosts, right? But after a while, I'm like, okay, maybe it could have been ghosts. But like the thing that freaked me out the most, so I used to have a keyboard. Prior to the one I have right now, right? It was exactly almost like that.
Music keyboard, not keyboard.
Yeah, right. That musical keyboard. And I would lean it against the door to make sure nothing could open it. And if it did, some demon was coming in and out.
Maybe that's why you sleep so soundly.
What do you mean?
You're used to setting up all these precautions for sleeping. Of like, all right, I know that I can fall asleep and I'll be okay because I'm safe.
And if I'm not, I'm not.
Then they deserve to kill me.
Yeah. Like, you got in. Congrats. What am I supposed to do? So there's my first ghost image, right? The second ghost image, I was sleeping in my parents' bed. I don't remember why. I might have still been shaken up from that incident, and I was like, hey, yo, I'm gonna sleep with you guys. And my mom and dad are usually pretty, they don't give a fuck. So I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna snuggle up here. Haha, isn't it funny? And I swear, no, I didn't pass out. I swore I saw someone in front of me. Like, Like my parents sleep in complete darkness, right? I don't. I like sleeping with at least a little light on.
Yeah.
Right.
Hence
Not like fully light on. Yeah. Like we have
lights.
Yes. Like night lights. Like they don't light up
We're
the room, but they're
we're
like
millennials.
Yeah. But my parents sleep in complete darkness, right? And like, it's not sleep paralysis, but it was definitely like I'm laying on the bed. There's someone, like a figure at the door.
Okay.
Right? There's a figure at the door. And I can... It's not like a cutout. Like a, what's it called? Like a figure that you'd see like, oh, that was like a ghost, right? Like, I could clearly see this person's, like, clothing and, like, what they were wearing. I couldn't see their face. Okay, so here's what I saw. Here's what I saw. No, both my parents were right next to me. Like, I was sleeping between them.
Again, my question becomes, was it Nancy?
No. Fucking, I would have seen some midget-ass fucking small 3'2" fucking thing. It was a grown-ass man.
That guy's so mean.
I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, Nancy's very small. I would have known if it was Nancy.
Like, I'm legitimately asking, like, was it the other person that lived in the house? And you're like, no, that motherfucker's too small. Like, I didn't know what size, like, person this was.
Like, I would have said a child. There was a child in front of me. If there was a child haunting me, of course I would attribute it to Nancy.
My point was...
And you know what the worst part of it? I would have confronted them because I'm not afraid of fucking Nancy. I would have been up and be like, you stupid kid, and then my head would go through, and then I'd fake backwards and fright because the fucking apparition disappeared in front of me.
Nothing's worse than that. Man, fuck this
man,
thing.
if I went into a haunted house with Nancy and I saw a small apparition, I'd be like, you look at you, and it'd be like a ghost, and I'd be like, all right, that's it. I'm sorry, I slapped a child ghost.
You slap your hand through. You think you miss. Nancy's like, I'm right here next to you, though.
I'd puke. Because I just hit a ghost by accident, thinking it was Nancy.
That ghost is now personally offended.
Yeah!
And has eternity.
I didn't mean it!
Oh, well. You chose violence.
That's fucked up! No, I chose my sister. Shut the fuck up. That's different. No, but like, okay, so I'm sleeping in that bed, right? Okay. And I wake up my mom because I see them. And usually people say like, oh, when you see apparitions, they... right? Like, just like the first one I had, right? Mm-hmm. They just disappear. But this one wasn't. This one was just standing there, right? I want the best way I can describe how I saw this person, right? You ever, like, you remember those old CRTs when if you just had a black screen, you could still kind of see static?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so imagine if the static was all the static particles were the outline of this person. Yeah. So it was just like... right, so I was seeing that person, right? And I woke up my mom, right? And the thing was still in front of me. And I'm like, Mom, I need you to look in front of me. And she's like, why? And I'm like, it's dark. What am I gonna see? And I'm like, that's the point. Look in front of me. And she like, I feel her roll over, look ahead of me, and she's like, it's dark. I can't see anything. And I'm like, I think I see something, Mom. And my mom's like, what do you mean? Like I think I'm seeing a ghost or something. Like I'm seeing and as we're having this conversation, this thing is still in front of me.
Oh,
right?
okay, so you are still seeing it.
Yeah, okay. I'm still seeing it.
Okay.
Right? And I'm like, Mom, like, don't turn on the lights. I need you to like look in front of me to make sure I'm not seeing anything. And this thing is looking over me, right? And the more it's there, the more details I'm starting to pick off. Like the part where I was saying like it's clothes and everything, I'm starting to notice, hey, it's sportswear. It looks like sportswear, like a jersey, and I'm starting to see like a number.
It's starting to clear up.
I'm starting to see like a number on their shirt, like a jersey, right?
Okay.
And I started to see they're wearing a helmet, like a football helmet, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I wake up my dad, I was like, Dad, I need you to look in front of me, and he turns on the light, and I'm like, no, wait, and then it's gone, right? It's gone, right? And I did not sleep that night because like it was so vivid, like it was crazy. And at that point, after that morning, I woke up, like from not a very nice restful sleep, and I started looking up like people that have died in this area because I was like, okay, that's very specific. I saw a dude in a helmet with a number on his chest. I forgot the number, but like there was a dude with a number that was a football player. I'm guessing it had to be some sports person with a helmet on, right?
Okay.
And I found nothing. So I'm like, okay, I maybe was seeing stuff. That was fucking crazy. But like that image of me seeing the thing with the fuzzy like static thing is just stuck in my head.
That shit ain't leaving. So weird. Maybe it was your eyes playing a trick on you.
They could have been. Like, because you can very easily feed your own insanity. Very easily.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, that is true. But I mean more along the lines of... So, we're not low light vision creatures.
Right.
Like, our eyes will adjust, but it's kind of like...
They try to make sense of whatever's in front of us.
Yeah, well, it's also... You know how, like, when you're looking at darkness through a camera and there's a little bit of light and you start seeing those small pixels of light?
Yeah.
Yeah, your eyes do that.
Yeah.
So, you know, that could have also been it.
Sure. Yeah, it could have been. I'm not saying it was a ghost. I'm not saying it was a ghost. Because, yeah, I could have easily been imagining that. Like, if my mom woke up and was like, what the fuck is that shit? I would have screamed. I would have fucking screamed.
Like, Mom, I see something in front of me. And she turns over and just screams.
Because that would be two things, right? That would be two things. Because my mind... Like, I feel like I would have done two things if that were to happen, right? Because...
Scream and pass out.
Because I'd go, ah, right? And because if my mom sees it, that either means, yeah, we're both seeing a ghost, or there's literally a physical person in front of us. And they're both terrifying. Should have did this for the spooky games, but no, I decided to do it in Final Fantasy.
I like to imagine you tell your mom, she's like, I don't see anything. You tell your dad, he turns on the light and it's Nancy in a football uniform. I'm standing on like a chair.
On a stool. Yeah. I start jumps like Nancy would be like, ha ha ha, and I'd start crying. I would start crying because I would be like, you fucking son of a bitch. I was so scared. It's also Nancy ringing up like mechanism to slam the fucking cabinets in the fucking kitchen.
She's got this whole thing programmed.
Like magnets. She's got magnets set up.
Like in her room, she's got a whole like wall of computer monitors. Secret cameras all over your house.
Cool. My sister's fucking Megan from Drake and Josh.
All she wants to do is just fucking play with
I'm fucking scared now. I'm gonna go piss.
Oh, okay, alright, we'll be right back.
Fucking Alex walks by freaking while I'm taking a piss. Couldn't fucking wait until I came and sat down. Fucking hearing ass footsteps. The goddamn. I'm just gonna keep crying because this is gonna take forever. Hey guys, how's it going? It's just me. Look at that. We don't get this often. We don't get this alone time. Do I believe in ghosts? Yes, I do believe in ghosts, but as much as I want them to be like ghost whisperer ghosts that have like motives, I guess, they could be just like rewinds of time. Maybe that's just how I view it.
Rewinds of time, huh?
Yeah. Or like maybe ghosts are just like memories being played in rewind that were so like they were that's what they are. They're people's like fucking live images in their quarter that they're replaying.
Why is everything with you in live images lately?
It's funny. I love live images. I think I've come fully
full circle on?
Yeah. I used to hate them because they took up so much space, but now
again, the ghost is just you from the future after you've died.
It could, yeah.
Coming back and going,
I have to do this.
I have to do this. It all makes sense now.
I think it was my mom that like taught me that like, hey, yeah, you know, fucking everything's haunted, but at least we have the good ones.
What the fuck
and
does
that
that
didn't make me feel any better. Oh, like, well, this was before I knew about them, but like house spirits.
Yeah.
Like I believe like a house has
okay, so like good,
like that. Yeah, like
good spirits and bad spirits.
Yeah.
Hey man, sometimes you have
like,
good house elves.
Like nieces and whatnot. Yeah.
Is it Nisei?
Nieces.
Yeah, Nieces.
House
Hilda
spirits, yeah. The Hilda thing.
Where all your lost socks and quarters go.
Yeah.
Is that a whole couch? How the fuck did somebody lose that?
Well, they just left it behind.
Oh, smart.
Um.
I'm assuming you didn't pop the trophy while I was in the bathroom.
No, I didn't. It'd be funny if I did. I'd just keep going.
Just keep going. I'd be like, you motherfucker.
Well, I have to go save. We're at the 30-minute point, baby.
Baby. Skeleton. Get out there and go save it and fight an enemy out there just in case, because you know
doesn't work like
you
that,
never
but
know. Just humor me. Why is it so hard to humor me? Sometimes I'm crazy and I'm right. Look, it's an Adamantoise.
How are you not dead?
God,
Thank
you
you.
did like 6,000 with Snake. Fucking A. Petito. Hello. Let's save Kupo.
I'm starting to like make my own like mind castle of like I'm making my own what's it called, Giratina gallery.
No.
What other images should I put in there? What other images stuck with me that are very very good? Do you have any images of someone?
Yeah.
That you always remember for some odd reason?
That I always remember.
Like, is there anyone that's in a portrait in your Giratina gallery?
Portrait? Yeah, I would say so.
Who?
I'd say you and I would be there,
Aw.
literally doing this.
Oh, that's nice. Would it be us doing this, or would it be us in the trailer while it's 90 degrees out, or 110
in the hallway
degrees?
with
Yeah,
the fans?
with the
That'd probably be it.
that'd be a good one. Yeah,
Oh.
that's a good one.
This one's called Determination.
Cool. Yeah.
That or when you were playing guitar when we were doing Eco, and I was running around looking for what the fuck to do.
Oh wow, Jesus!
Yeah.
I don't know. I forgot about that one.
Clearing the first disc of Dragoon. Yeah, there's losing our goddamn minds at the chipmunk.
That was good. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, probably us laughing on a variation of couch with microphone. Let's see.
You know, I'm trying to think of like what other people. I remember being a lot like with kids as a kid. Like there would be so many kids I'd play with at the playground. There was like only once where like a kid came back and I remembered them. I was like, "Oh, you? Yeah, I remember you.
It's you."
Like I haven't seen you forever." And like this guy, and it didn't make any sense to me, because I never understood as a kid like what that meant. Because he'd be like, "Oh yeah, you know, we moved apartments," and I'm like, "What the fuck's an apartment?" Right? Because I never been in one.
It's a home,
right? And so like I tried imagining what an apartment was, and it was just this empty room with like his toys in the corner and a closet, and that was it. And I don't know why, but I can still remember that same image now that I thought as a kid. Like that was my like when somebody tells me like, "Oh, their apartment," that's like the image that snaps into my head, and then our apartment. Because I'd be like, "Oh yeah," because like the way he explained it was like, "Well, you know, it's empty because everything's still packed away, but I have my toys in the corner." And it's nice.
Your mind's painting this picture.
It's always on the second floor.
Always up.
It's always up, right? It's always up. That picture of that apartment that I have in my head is a liminal space that I will put in my corridor.
I would have, if we're talking like liminal spaces that we'd have in the corridor, one of the elementary schools that I went to, I don't know why, but I will always remember this alteration of reality that I have.
Oh yeah.
Essentially, it was a think like a stone. How do I do this? Okay, think a big square.
Okay, a cube or square?
No, just a big cement square.
Cement square.
On half of it, it's there's like a brick building surrounding on this square. Okay, so like half of it is a building, the other half is a ramada.
Okay.
Hold on, I have literally the internet. I can show you this. I'm not going to say where I went to this elementary school just to keep that a little easier.
Yeah, just censor it. Do I know this school?
No.
Oh.
But, I zoomed out a little too far. Okay. I want to go here. Because I have to show you this, otherwise it won't make sense.
Okay.
This is on base. That's golfing. Okay.
I don't even think you should have said that. Because now that narrows down to maybe 2 schools.
Yeah, I went to school on the east side. You know how many fucking elementary schools?
You said on base.
No, it wasn't on base.
Oh.
I'm zooming in on Google Map. I know. I just needed no.
Beep.
Okay, there's that. There's that. So there's that. That means we would have been there. We would have been there.
You have satellite imagery or something?
I do. I just need to get the actual.
So okay, this giant cement square, right?
Right.
Is wrapped around a building?
No. Hold on. Where's?
Are you talking? Is this a wall you're talking about?
No. Okay, there's Wilma. Okay. It's fine.
So what is this liminal space you're trying to color in? So like, was it just when you went to school on an empty day?
No. Go out. There it is. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I found it. Where is the... I need satellite. Okay.
Okay, so there's
Perfect,
that.
and they even have it. Okay. So this is a little ramada.
That is a ramada, yeah.
This is a ramada. This part of it, the other half of this, is like a
cement wall.
No, it's like a room. There's it's like a little building.
A bathroom?
No, where they would put like
sports equipment.
Sports equipment, yeah.
Okay.
So it's a sports locker.
Okay.
Right here, between here and the basketball courts,
sidewalk. I think. I see.
Yeah, there's a little cement sidewalk, and it would have like a little dip. Over here, do you see this little bench?
Yeah.
I have this weird thing where one time I imagined, what if the bench, instead of this way, like this way, what if it was...
It's facing the courts.
It would
it's
be
facing away from the ramada.
And you could walk up this to the top of the ramada.
This ramada has 2 stories?
No, just to get on top of the
ramada. Oh, okay,
yeah.
Sure.
And I don't know why, but I always remember this school, this spot right here, with that weird brain alteration of reality.
Of having a staircase up to the ramada.
But it's made of this bench material.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I see what you're getting at.
Like, I don't know why. I always remember that.
Weird. What a weird subliminal, like...
And dude, again, this was 3rd grade? And I only went there till the end of 4th?
And so you were just like, what if this was a thing? And
yeah.
you liked it so much it kept...
And it just stuck around. I don't know why.
Interesting. What a weird thing.
There's a couple of places around town that I have that, like,
I remember when that was when
I
when I mind altered it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because you probably think to yourself, why isn't this thing there that I remember so vividly?
It was so weird. Like, it every once in a while, like, my mind will still go, you gotta climb that fucking ramada using this bench.
Oh, I got another one. That's very creepy and very scary.
Oh.
Like, a lot of these creepy ones, I'm glad I'm putting on a wall. Like, I'm glad, like I'd be like, oh, no, that's gross. Like, it's not scary, but I feel like everyone goes through this. Did you ever, as a kid, think pictures always looked at you? Like it's
not really.
whenever pictures are taken, you look at the camera, right?
Yeah.
So they're looking at the camera, thus they're looking at you. No matter where I am in the room, if there's a picture like that, I always feel like they have eyes on me.
Yeah.
Right? No, like they're looking at me.
Yeah.
Like if I were the painting and I'm looking
and
at
off
you
to the side and still look. Yeah.
I have that.
There's a
lot of
there's
pictures.
a word for that. Actually.
Oh, really? Paranoia?
God, wow, yeah, I can't believe I fucking found that.
There's a word for that, isn't there?
Phobia of pictures looking at you. Scoptophobia.
Okay.
Or the fear of being stared at.
Okay.
Let's see. Scopophobia. Sorry. Is an excessive fear of being stared at. While it's not unusual to feel anxious or uncomfortable in situations where you're likely to be the center of attention, like performing or speaking publicly, scopophobia is more severe. It can feel as though you're being scrutinized.
Oh.
Anxiety, yada yada yada. I need it for
I don't think it's
photos.
that. I don't think it's for that.
Yeah, because that's not quite. Avoiding eye
Like
contact.
I would spend hours, or not hours. That's excessive. But I would definitely like see a picture on a wall.
Threat perception.
Cool. Like the pictures weren't threatening.
Yeah, but it just looked like they were making
always
contact.
looking at you. Yeah. And like I remember, my mom still has those pictures. My mom loves having pictures, right? So like I see those pictures now, and I don't get that same feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more of a, god damn it. It's more of a
like either I'm so sanitized they're still doing it now, and I'm just like, ah, okay, whatever. Or like maybe I did have like a brain thing back then that I felt like all the pictures were looking at me.
This is from scientificamerican.com.
Thank you, Scientific American.
Eye gaze is critically important in social primates such as humans. Maybe that's why illusions involving eyes are so compelling. Let's see. The eyes are the windows of the soul.
Cool.
That is why we ask people to look us in the eye and tell us the truth. Or why we get worried when someone gives us the evil eye or a wandering eye. Our language is full of expressions that refer to where people are looking, particularly if they happen to be looking in our direction. As social primates, humans are keenly interested in determining the direction of gaze of other humans. It is important for evaluating the intentions for critical forming bonds and negotiating relationships.
Okay.
Lovers stare at each other for long stretches into each other's eyes, and infants focus intently on the eyes of their parents. Even very young babies look at simple representations of faces for longer than they look at similar cartoonish faces in which the eyes and other features have been scrambled. So like Picasso faces. In this article, yada, focus on the eyes. Oh, cool, look at this eye map thing of this. Look at this.
Oh, what the? Can you tell about that?
Eye tracking?
We have the technology for that?
Eye tracking's been a thing for, like, decades, bro.
Jesus.
Einstein's alter ego, seeing double.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Here's looking at you, kid. Vision researcher Pawan Sheena of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or MIT for those in the know.
Oh, the MIT.
Shows us with this illusion that our brain has specialized mechanisms for determining gaze direction. In normal photography of Humphrey Bogart left, the actor appears to be looking to his left, but in the negative photo on the right, he appears to be looking in the opposite direction. Yet Bogart's face does not look backwards. Only the eyes are reversed. Why? The answer is that we have specialized modules in our brain to determine gaze direction by comparing the dark parts of the eyes, the irises and the pupils, with the whites. When the face is negative, the whites and irises appear to swap position. Our knowledge that irises are light rather than dark and a negative does not change our perception of this illusion.
No, I still see him looking to the right. I mean, I see what they're trying to get at, but no, I still see it on the right because my brain is immediately going, hey, it's a negative, don't trust that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Like, my mind immediately goes into...
Follow my finger. Contextual clues. Animal eyes. Oh yeah, for like predators and shit like that. Not what I'm looking for.
You ever heard of triangulation?
Triangulation perception?
Yeah, that one's like my favorite.
Again, dude, these things are weird.
I wonder, like, I can't wait till we get to the moment where it's like, hey, how much is a synapse or synapse? How many gigs is a synapse? Like, how much information is a synapse?
Yeah, you know how much memory you have?
The look you give me.
How much memory is in a human brain?
How much RAM?
That's not what it is.
Okay.
2.5 million gigabytes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, we know that answer, actually.
Oh, I don't like that there's a number associated with it. That's a little... Really? What? How can you determine that? I mean, I get it. I kind of get it, but, like...
Let's look to Medanta.org.
That's a lot of gigabytes, dude.
Yeah,
that's not a lot.
No, are you kidding me? Okay. Let's see here. What is the memory capacity of a human brain? This is Medanta.org.
Thank you, Medanta.
The human brain is an intricate organ that manages memory, emotions, thoughts, vision, touch, breathing patterns, and every procedure that controls the human body. The brain, accompanied by the spinal cord, forms the nervous system. The experts calculated that the human brain storage gauging connections between brain cells and decoded that number into bytes and computer memory units. The human brain contains billions of neurons, each forming thousands of connections. A single byte comprises 8 bits, and the human brain can store more than 1 quadrillion bytes of data, a petabyte. As mentioned in an article in Scientific American, the memory capacity of a human brain was testified to have equal 2.5 petabytes of memory capacity. A petabyte means 1,024 terabytes, or a million gigabytes, so that the average adult human brain can accumulate the equivalent of 2.5 million gigabytes of memory. As per the reports of the study conducted by Stanford, the human brain compares constructively with the most authoritative modern computers. The cerebral cortex in the human brain is proficient in processing 1.25 trillion synapses, which may stock as much as 2.5 petabytes of overall memory capacity. Dude, it's all ones and zeros, man. And we made the ones and zeros.
Like, I feel like the human brain, if you okay, let's say you put a USB right here, right? No, sorry, not a USB, an HDMI cord, right? An HDMI cord, right? You put an HDMI cord. There's a screen, like right here, right at my temple, right? That's where it needs to be, right? Because that. Look,
you realize we just talked about this in that movie I mentioned last.
Oh, the brain one. Yeah, I know that was really cool. That was really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Go on. You put the HDMI cord
I would much rather have it here, right, than like right here.
Oh, you don't want it on the back?
No, I don't want it in the back. I want that plug right here on the side, right? I want it right there. You put the HDMI cord right there. You plug me in. You boot up Windows Vista or whatever system I was born with, whatever the current one was.
I think you'd get
DOS.
No, come on, you'd get Windows 95.
So you you open up File Explorer, right? And File Explorer, I feel. No.
Oh, it's just simplified?
Yeah. Well, hear me out. Hear me out, right?
Go on.
So, like, I feel like if this were the case, right? If our brains were system files, right? I feel like there would be maybe 100 files in system file documents or whatever the fuck, right? Right. Like, before you even go to music, pictures, documents, videos, or everything, there's already 100 documents ready for you to access in a shortcut, right?
Okay.
But those get moved depending on where you are and what you've used recently, right? You know what I mean? Like, in I think it's Windows, whatever, right now. What is it? Windows, what's the current Windows? 13?
Yeah.
Right? In 13, you see what your last documents open or last folders open in a line, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's like that, where your,
Oh, yeah.
your brain is like that, where it's like, hey, here are the last documents you open, so you already have access to these documents quickly without having to go into documents and then under whatever and then under whatever to find whatever you need.
Yeah.
Right. On top of that,
Recent access memory.
on top of that, right? Memories stored in your brain aren't 100%. They're compressed. Right?
Yeah, everything's a zip file.
Everything's a zip file. So like when you if I remember like an image or a meme, right? It's way easier to open in my head if I recently saw it. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Like if I told you, Alex, remember Libe?
Yeah.
Right? You see Libe in your head, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me how many like turrets it has?
4.
It has 4 turrets. Where are the turrets?
1 up top, 1 right below it, and 2 on the sides.
Okay, cool. Do you remember what color each of those turrets were?
It is a gunmetal green.
All 3 of them? Or all 4 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good job, buddy. Wow, you have really good memory. I wouldn't have been able to remember
Okay, but that's literally like the number 1.
Well, my number 1 is freaking Evocator Chevalier. And Evocator, like, I remember it's red. There's a cool dude with an armor on it. And a sword. I think there's a sword.
Well, you also got to look at what the source image you're looking at is much more compressed. Look at it. Remember a Digimon card?
Okay, any Digimon?
Any Digimon.
Okay, I'm remembering... Okay, go.
Let's go for...
Deputymon.
Sure.
Okay.
What color is his hat?
Beige?
Brown. But yeah, I'll take beige. Does he have a gold star on it?
Yeah. It's on his chest. Yeah. Does he wear
How many
cowboy boots?
How many guns does he have?
Including the one in his chest?
There you go.
Yeah, but like, you wouldn't be able to fully 100% recreate them from memory in your head. Because the more you remember that stuff, the less you remember what's in the background, what's going on, if anything was going on there. You can't just pull up an image and what's it called? Not erratic memory.
Random access memory?
No, like perfect memory.
Oh, photographic memory.
Well, there's another word for it too. I love photographic, but there's another word that I like it even better. I'll have to remember.
I think
eidetic memory, something like that, where it's like, hey, I remember this car and I remember its full license, what color the license plate was, where its antenna was located. You know what I mean? Like that type of information. Good job on the Libe, buddy. Like, yeah, well, again, that was really good.
It's literally the boss monster. If you asked me, like, yo, hey, how many train tracks does fucking Gustav Max have? I'd be like, I think 4. But, like, for Libe, I'd know it's 9. Eidetic memory.
Eidetic. Yeah.
Eidetic memory is the ability to vividly recall an image you are exposed to, but only briefly. For example, someone may be able to continue to see a picture after they have been shown it for 30 seconds, even a few minutes after the picture is removed.
That's cool.
You know what the
rank 5... I still see the after image of that image.
You know what the rank 5 memory, or the rank 5 knowledge in Persona 5 is?
Eidetic?
Eidetic.
Cool. Yeah.
Or is it? Or is it erudic? Stand by. Persona 5 rank 5 knowledge. Social stats. It is erudite. Ah, no, I was close.
Erudite.
Yeah. Copy.
I want to conduct a test.
A test.
I want to conduct a test where I'd be like, I would get all of our friends, right?
Okay.
And I would sit them in a room, and I would take as much time as I can, right? To be like, oh, I can't test you now. Now I don't even want to say it because I want to try that. That'd be so much fun. Okay, Alex, I'm gonna do it with you. Okay, I'm gonna do it with you. I want you to grab a pen and some paper, or actually just have your iPad. Okay.
My iPad. Also, can this be done in 7 minutes?
Yeah. Okay, this will be a quick test.
Okay.
Open up a new message.
I have a new one ready.
All right.
What am I doing?
From memory, okay? This is from memory. I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay.
Okay? What's your favorite album? Write it down. This is good. This will be like timed. I'm timing it right now. Write down every track on that album in order. In order.
Oh shit! I put the wrong album. Hold on. I always get it mixed up. Sorry.
It's all good.
Okay. So in order.
Yep.
Okay. It is. Subdivisions.
I knew it was gonna be Rush.
Come
on. Say your memory out loud. Come on. You have
so I'm doing Permanent Waves.
Uh-huh.
I believe it's Analog Kid. Subdivisions.
Write them down. In order.
I am.
Okay.
Free Will. Intro. Nox. And then oh my god, what is it called?
You have 5 minutes. So
Wheels within wheels in a spiral array. A pattern of random concept. Time after time we lose sight of the way. Oh my god, what is it called?
Good. I'm glad I put you on the spot on this one. Good. Just keep saying what you're saying.
Fucking natural science.
I was gonna say natural science, by the way, but I'll keep going. You're good.
Okay.
I'm so glad I thought of the one you're thinking of. You got them all?
I think so.
Okay. To your best of your knowledge, put how long each song is. To the second. Like as in minute. Like how many minutes and how many seconds?
Oh god. 9:47. Fuck. Let's just go with. I think that's a longer song. Let's go for 38. Okay, got the times.
All of them? Okay. Next, right? Oh shoot. Write down the first 20 words of each song. The first 20 words of each song. You still got time. Oh, dude, you got plenty of time.
The first 20
The first
words?
20 words of each song.
Okay.
Let's make this easier. Fine. Write down at least 20 words that are mentioned in the song.
That are mentioned in the song?
In the song. 20 words that are in the song. You gotta say something, buddy.
Sorry.
Show me your thought process. You have to show me your thought process.
Well, I'm going. Okay. Well, thought process would be go to the chorus.
Don't matter if it's the chorus. Just give me 20 words.
Okay. Analog Kid. Too many hands on my time. Too many feelings. Too many things on my mind. When I leave, I don't know what I'm hoping to find. When I leave, I don't know what I'm leaving behind. Okay.
All right. Next one. Come on.
All of them?
All of them. 20 words on
Jesus,
each. 20
dude.
words on
I
each.
should have picked instrumentals.
This is why. Cool. I want to do this with me next, but I'm trying not to think of an album that I love a lot.
Nowhere is the dreamer or the misfit so alone. Jesus. In Shopping malls conform or be cast.
You have
out.
1 more minute.
Okay. All the world's indeed a stage, and we are merely players, performers, and portrayers.
Ooh.
A modern leap forward in time and space. The universe lives to expand. God, Entre Nous. I don't even think Entre Nous is in there. I think it's Jacob's Ladder. Fuck. Jesus. I don't know. Off top of my
You
head.
still got 30 seconds. You still got 30 seconds. Anything? I mean, skip to the other songs if you don't know which ones.
did.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
There's only like 6 songs on Permanent Waves. Yeah, dude. I'll call it there. I don't get.
Oh, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I really want to see. Okay, so in the next episode, right, we're gonna grade you on how accurate you were on each one of these.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here, let's go ahead and save, and then we'll go from there. In the meanwhile, okay. In the meanwhile, let us.
Find something.
Let's save. This will be so fun. I'm excited to see how close you got to it. Because what I was trying to think of is like, okay, how well structurally do you know the album?
Bro,
Like, that's the thing.
Bro, I Spotify playlist everything, man. I don't.
Right. No, that's
this
what
is
I'm
already
saying.
a losing battle.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But like when I ask people like this question, right? I want to ask them this question. I probably should have prefaced this before that. Have you ever heard this album while doing nothing else? Like you sat down, turned off everything else and listened to it without doing a single thing.
The whole album? No. Certain songs, yes.
Yeah. Certain songs, right? Very rarely do people just sit down and listen to an album, right? They listen while doing something else.
Yeah.
Very few songs are songs that you unwind to, right? Oh shit. All right. Join us next time as we grade Alex's memory of what album?
Permanent Waves.
Permanent Waves by Rush.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.